Greetings, Hallmark holiday blurb. I didn't even know they were still a thing in terms of having like retail like this. I just haven't seen a Hallmark store in so long. Of course, that's not where this came from. This came from their online whatever. I've never bought a single thing from Hallmark before, but I saw this and I thought, you know what? That just seems really cute and I want it for Christmas. So this is a couple of Christmas ornaments, which, you know, not unusual for Hallmark at all. What the heck is this? Memberships. Hallmark Plus. Oh, come on. Really? Everybody's got one these days. Anyway, yeah, Hallmark movies, especially Christmas schlock, is pretty much the only thing I ever think about when I think of Hallmark these days. It used to be an institution and had stores everywhere. But yeah, haven't seen those in forever. And then this kind of thing, well, this is how you get my attention again. This is an Oregon Trail officially licensed Christmas tree keepsake ornament thing, battery operated, magic light and sound. You've died of dysentery, right on there. And then, so this is the one that I saw initially on just social media floating around. People were like, oh, LGR, there's your ideal Christmas ornament. And so I went to pick this up and then I saw they had this one too, which I haven't seen shown online before. This is an Xbox Christmas keepsakey thing for 2024 as well. And I guess this one also lights up and makes sound or something. So interesting. I don't know. I'm just, okay, press the power button to see the ornament. Hear sounds from the game Halo Combat Evolved. Oh, that explains the 343 thing. And this one, hear music from the computer game. Tilt the screen to see the lenticular motion. It's almost Christmas at the time I'm recording this, so why not Christmas ornament blurbs, especially when they're very on brand for me. All right, so they do include batteries. How nice. Some LR44s. Oh, wow. All right. This is interesting. So yeah, that lenticular kind of visual, I don't know how well it's going to come across on camera. I'll probably adjust it here in a second, but it's pretty awesome in person. There's some real depth to this monitor too. Like it's a curvature like an actual CRT would have, at least from the late 80s, early 90s. It's awesome. So there's our button. We'll have to install some batteries here. I'm assuming they just go down there. And look at that. It's even got a tiny little IEC power connector kind of deal right there. Speaker here, presumably, and ornament hanging thingy. So it is very hard to see, even in person, just due to this lenticular nature of it. But there are the two screens there. One is like the just the status, and then the died of dysentery. It's so reflective. Let's see if it lights up. It might. What an odd little battery bay. Seems like they could have done like a half AA instead or something. Well, that's just lovely. So it does light up a bit. It helps the visibility. Let me do that again in the dark. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's just wonderful. A holiday mood? Not really, but it's an ornament, so it counts. Let's check out the Xbox. That's just wonderful. You know, I'm a fan of miniatures, and that's just lovely. Imagine if there was like an actual mini Xbox that you could play that's this size. Maybe one day. But yeah, it's just great looking, honestly. Some good details. I love the Duke controller. Honestly, this is kind of what sold me on it. The fact that it has the Duke as opposed to the later S smaller controller. Ah, no detailed ports on the back or anything. Well, still. It's just neat. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, well you can press the button to turn it off again. That's good to know. Anyway, I was going to say the scale is not to scale. There is no scale going on here. They're matching each other, so they're not supposed to be like scale models to any particular ratio, but this should be either a good bit smaller or this a good bit larger if they were to scale of each other. But whatever, they're not supposed to be. These are just daggum Christmas ornaments. It's something to put on your tree. And that's what Christmas ornaments are. So let's see what we get with sound and whatnot. All right, so I'm assuming we just press the power button, even though eject is way larger. That's great. That's so good. Simple and effective. And I mean, what other sound could you have put there other than Halo's theme? Come on. You know, just the blob startup. I was also looking around to see if they had other consoles, and they do, but they're like, you know, Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and stuff. This is the only one from like this generation. I was thinking it would actually be kind of perfect if I found like a PlayStation 2 one, since I just covered that on LGR. But yeah, an Xbox, a little CRT with Oregon Trail. These are pretty darn well made, and you know, they better be, because I think this one's like 20 bucks and this one's like 23 or something, so they weren't cheap, but you know, fun little things. And I never ever buy ornaments, like seriously. I think I probably have about, I don't know, 6 ornaments on the whole dang thing. I'm much more one to go for interesting lights over ornaments and whatever. That's what these are. Thanks for watching.